Question is, tell us about a book that you read recently and how it impacted you. I actually just I'm just about to finish a book called Spillover about the history of viruses transmitted by animal hosts to human hosts, and the research that's been done primarily in the past 100 years around that. And it's an exceptional book, especially in these times, um, as it touches on coronaviruses in and around like late 2000s, early 2010s. A prescient book in a lot of regards. But particularly, it's interesting because I have used it to do my own research into viruses and bacteria and how those mechanisms work in the real world. And I've used that in conjunction with a research project that I've conducted for GM as part of the interior sensing group for our advanced technology plan in and around biosensors. So how do biosensors behave? What's the state of the art? Where might applications for biosensors be in a car? And this is because when the whole coronavirus thing came about, I noticed there was a need for this strategy. We didn't have anything in place. I asked around a little bit about the particulate cleansers and different related areas, and we didn't have anything at GM in this regard. So I was asked to put together this paper and have demonstrated it to the director now, and have, in conjunction with our feature owners, developed this advanced technology plan. I think it's also interesting in a less specific scope because this book has shown how much evidence tends to exist prior to the general population's knowledge of a subject. And you might look at something like blockchain and cryptocurrency technology that's been around since the 80s and 90s. It's only nowadays being adopted. 3D printing, which has been around since the 70s and 80s at MIT, which only these days is seeing some emergence. So I think it's very interesting when you look at these topics as they come up and how much history is already there. It shows you that there are people that are interested in these things, that getting to know these people and doing deep research into a particular subject will give you insight into future technologies and trends. And this book has been a confirmation of that belief.